Hello, how are you today? My name is Chef Lynn. I'm a trained chef and food content creator. Welcome to my space. This is Tupike Show. Today, I'm going to show you how to make stuffed chicken breast. We also have a side of fries and garden salad, okay? These are the ingredients we are going to use. We'll have our chicken breast. I'm serving a portion of just 3 people, so this should be enough, a pair. That is enough. We'll have assorted peppers. This is what we'll use to stuff the chicken with. You can also use spinach, mushrooms, and any other option you prefer. We also have a few spices here. I love using white pepper. White pepper is good, especially for white meats, because of visual appeal, and it has a bit of more flavor than black pepper. So for white meats, always go for white pepper. Then there's paprika and curry powder. Paprika gives good color for your meals. Curry powder is always that spice you don't miss in your meals, okay? Then we'll have cherry tomatoes for the garden salad. You can use ordinary tomatoes, feel free at all. Generally, when you're cooking salads, you're not limited. You can decide to add anything and give it any name you want to give your meal, okay? Then there is lettuce. There's different kinds. I chose this because of the shape. There's the iceberg one, which is also good for salads, but it's not very visually appealing. So when you want to go for something vibrant that your guests would really love to look at, this is where it's at. I also have my potatoes. As usual, we dip it in water because we want it not to turn black, okay? It oxidizes very easily in the air. Lastly, I have my cheese. I'm using mozzarella cheese. It's very good, and I'm going to use it so that whatever I'm stuffing in the chicken sticks well inside and also gives very good flavor for your food. Lastly, I'm having my parsley and chili flakes. This is just for garnish, purely for garnish. You can also use it to cook, but most times we use it for garnishes. And then for your parsley, always ensure you string out as much water as possible so that it's easier for you to use now, okay? That is all for the ingredients. There's also olive oil, which goes well for salads and cooking as well, and it's a healthier option compared to the ordinary oils. So we're going to start cooking. The first thing we'll start with is our chicken breast. I'm going to preheat the oven first because so that it can have time to preheat while we're working on the ingredients. Many times when working with meat, the temperature you use is 180 degrees Celsius. While preheating, you can preheat at higher, maybe to 20 or to 50, depending on how high your oven can go. Next, we're heating our pan slightly as we work on the chicken. All right, so we said it's stuffed chicken breast. This recipe, you can use it for beef as well. Anything that can form a pocket would work really great. I'm going to open this up. This is usually a very tender part of the chicken. You love it. But most times we keep it aside for the children. Okay, so we're forming a pocket with our chicken breast. Cut it till midway through. Then we'll use our cling film because I want to tenderize it a bit. I don't have a meat bat with me, so that's why I'm using a rolling pin, but if you do, go for that, it's the better option. So I'll just hit the chicken breast to spread it wider for my stuffing to fill the chicken. Take your time, this will be about 3 minutes, so be patient. I've been a chef for about 4 years now. I was in a whole other different career, but the culinary arts has always been a passion I had. And in fact, this meal I'm teaching you today was the first one we did in culinary school. And I remember how excited I was. I felt, oh my God, I didn't know that I could cook such an interesting meal. So this is a whole full circle moment for me. Okay, we'll hit the other one as well. We don't need to throw this, we'll use it, I'll show you. Okay, this is done. So next, we're going to to flavor our chicken. I'm going to use white pepper, paprika, and curry powder. Of course, some salt always goes well. You can't cook without salt, right? You'd rather lack everything else. My to-go-to is always paprika, to be honest. I abuse it so much. And that's because many times it's not very strong. It's basically like the red bell peppers. So it's not strong at all. And then it always adds a nice color to your meals at all times. I also love garlic. Garlic is quite natural. Even if you don't like spices, you're definitely going to enjoy garlic, and it's not very strong. So your safer options are paprika and curry powder and garlic. Or basically, if you don't like spices, go for the herbs like rosemary, the garlic, thyme. Those are more natural and most people don't mind using them. Okay, so we are going to start stuffing our chicken. I'll use assorted peppers, some garlic. As we've said, I really like garlic, so bear with me. Everywhere, be sure I'll be using garlic. Okay. We said we'll put cheese so that it sticks onto it helps hold the stuffing together. Be generous, you know. Don't be afraid to use the cheese. Use as much as you want. Okay, so I'm going to try and close this. This is called a butcher's string. We use it a lot while cooking. For instance, your steak, there's many times maybe when you're preparing steak and you want it to hold into one place, because when you're cooking, the meat can expand or reduce in size and alter the shape of your meat. So this helps it hold it into place. It's not very easy to find in supermarkets, but whenever I find one, I always take the biggest size available because I know it will be hard to come by. You can also use aluminum foil. It can act as a good binder. So take your time with this. We said we can also use this if there's, for instance, like in this side, some of it, our chicken had teared. So you can always put like this chicken and it will hold it into place. Or you put it inside. Okay, I should have concentrated in scouts. I am not very good at this. It's messy, don't worry, we'll clean up after. Take your time. Also go for a larger chicken breast so that it's easier for you to tie and it doesn't let go of the binding. Okay, yeah, I know it's not perfect. Bear with me. Okay, I hope the second one will be much better. Well, this is not going very well, guys. But I believe you're better than me. You'll do well, don't worry. This is what I've come up with. But at the end, you'll thank me. So, relax. Okay, this is what we have. We're going to shallow fry it before putting it in the oven for a while. Our pan is well heated. I'm going to add a bit of olive oil. You can use ordinary oil, feel free. Give it a few minutes. In the meantime, since we are going to cook our fries, I'm also going to heat some oil for the fries. You know, a chef is a very creative and very busy person. Many times I find myself cooking with up to 3 fires going at the same time, as well as the oven. This way you save time and you don't hate staying in the kitchen, okay? All right, so I'm going to shallow fry the chicken breast. Give it about 3 minutes on each side. Don't worry, some of the stuffing will get burnt, but just a little bit. It will be okay at the end. I love cooking steaks because they take approximately 5 minutes and it's quite fast. Literally, it takes a really short time, and I don't know anyone who doesn't like steak. Do you don't like steaks? Everyone loves steaks, so it's the option to go for. Or well, if you're from an African home, do kienyeji chicken. Everyone will appreciate you for that, especially once you've stayed in Nairobi for so long. You'll appreciate a nice kienyeji chicken. So we're going to turn it when it browns, like this. So you turn it to the other side. Give it another 2 minutes. Don't worry, the string won't get burned. That is why we use it compared to any other string you would have found. Already you have a nice color and it's not even done cooking. I usually tell my students that whenever you're cooking, ensure that at every stage you love how the food looks. You're not waiting to be surprised at the end. Ati sasa food ilikuwa mbaya, but surprise, iko nzuri sasa. No. At every stage it should be enticing. For me. This is doing well. We're going to remove it and put it aside for a minute. Then put it in the oven. This is what you expect to see. We said if you don't have the butcher string, you can use aluminum foil, so you'll also have to make it thin for it to look like this, okay? And you'll notice that it's been held into position as it was previously. We're going to put this in the oven. Always line your baking tray. That's because, of course, it helps with, you don't have to clean so much. It can be really messy when you're in the kitchen. So you put this in the oven and cover it. If we leave it like that, it will easily get burnt. So I'm going to cover it as well. You can use the same one, so that it can cook for as long as it can, but it won't get burnt. We're going to give this 15 minutes in the oven. We said we use 180 degrees Celsius, and time we'll put 20 minutes. We're done with this, so I'm putting it away. All right, I know you fear dipping things in hot oil, so we're going to pat that dry. I don't want everyone to leave my kitchen. Use a clean cloth. You can also use a paper towel to dry this. Let me add a bit more. I don't want to go too many rounds. Maybe 2. Okay, let this dry as well. Or if you have a strainer, you can always strain it before you start cooking. About 20 minutes, most of the water will have gone out. Okay, put this aside. And yeah, we already patted it dry, but you still have to be careful in the kitchen. So go slow. I chose fries because I know how much you guys love chicken and chips. Ni vile sasa leo imeenda shule. Msikuwe mnakula tu zile za town peke yake. Okay, give it a few minutes. This will be about 10 minutes. Let's do the salad. So, with lettuce, we just cut it using our hands. We hardly use knife. Sawa. You can cut it as small as you wish or as large as you wish, depending on who you're serving. For instance, we know whenever we're dealing with kids, we chop things into tinier pieces for them to consume. And then you decide. There's some people who love lettuce too much, so you put more of that. If they love cherry tomatoes more, put more of that. So it depends on who you're cooking for. And you can always ask. Someone will tell you, I don't like that, and you don't put it. We'll have cherry tomatoes. We said you can also use the ordinary tomatoes. But these ones are just juicier and, well, presentable, at least to make a effort. Then we have white onion. You can use the red onions as well, but this goes so well with salads. Pia nimesema leo tunafanya vitu tumeimprove kidogo. Tutumie tu vitu tumezoea. Okay. That's it. Then we'll put a bit of salt. White pepper is good for this as well. Just a pinch. And then some olive oil. Olive oil is safe, guys. Msiogope. Just a bit. We're going to mix this. And then also, kitchen, wanasemanga chefs tuna overdo, but it's true. So kwa kila kitu unapika, always garnish. Hata ikuwe ni salad bado, pitisha a small garnish juu. Tunaona, hata kala ime brighten up kidogo. Sifanye tu vitu rough. Haya, hii imekuwa. I'm going to put it in the fridge for a while and then tuendelee na the rest of the process. This is good. So I'm patting this dry, nitoe oil, excess oil, kama iko. This is okay. Okay, sawa. Let me put this aside and then I'm going to check on our chicken. We have about 3 more minutes. Actually, should be done. Tuipatie dakika 3, then we see how it goes. Let's see what we've made. I opened it a bit to check on it. Be careful, the tray is really hot. There'll be a bit of water, but that's okay. Also, the color is still good because we had seared it a bit in the pan. I'll cut one by one. Okay. There's many ways you can choose to cut this. You can either cut, first of all, we'll remove the string and then I'll show you the different ways we can cut it. Be careful, it's really, really hot. Notice that it still holds even with tukishatoa string bado ina hold. So when you have two of them like this, you can either cut it kama mtura. Acha hata nisiwaeleze mambo mengi, si mnajua hiyo. Let me show you. You have to be gentle because it easily falls off. This second one, we can just cut it into two diagonally. And then you can serve it like that. Many times you can put it like this so that inakaa a bit presentable. Ama utaona tu vile utaiweka. Those are the different ways we can cut it. I want to show you how we can plate this meal. So we had our potatoes. I'm going to give it a bit of a pattern. Niweke kama math book kidogo. Cha tuone kama ita make sense. Alafu sasa na serve naambia mtu this is 2,000 shillings because nimekupangia waru. Okay, then we'll put this to the side. And then we had some salad we'll put on the side. You can decide, you could either do the salad ikuwe kama chicken ina lie on the bed, but itapoa pia haraka kama serve immediately. So I'm going to put it on the side. This is a simple salad. Feel free to put anything, sweet corn, ama anything else the person you're serving likes. Be creative. You're not limited. For salad, that's enough too. Then we had our parsley here for garnish. We said we must always garnish our foods at all times. So I'll garnish with a bit of parsley. And some chili flakes. Also, you make sure that you ask your guest. Usiweke tu kitu. Namuuliza maybe akuli chili sana. Yeah. And then whenever you're plating pia, food yote ikuwe within boundary ya plate. Hapo ndani sikue unaserve mtu ina overflow kwenda nje. Yeah. This is our plate, and just to encourage anyone who's starting out in the culinary business, you can get here. This was my first plate in culinary school. Literally, this is the exact same way I plated my food then. And the fact that I'm here today shooting it for you and teaching you back at home, know that your dreams are valid and it's possible. Just start from where you are. Hiyo kidogo unajua, hata kani fries, you know how to make samosas, chapati, start from where you are. And one day, who knows, you'll be teaching us here on Propication as well. See you next time. Bye-bye.